What is up, crypto pirates and savages alike? Great to see everybody. Glad to be here. Hex Machina, Hex News, episode 25, November 5th, 2021, day 705 in Hex's beautiful journey. How's everybody doing tonight? I am so glad to be here. I couldn't stream the other night. I had some stuff. Life happens. So, I missed y'all. I missed you guys. I missed everybody. I hate having to cancel streams. I like to be reliable and consistent, but what are you going to do? Flying solo tonight. No Sid. Sid is also living life right now. So power to the CryptoCidd. I'm glad he's out there enjoying himself. Make sure I can hear you guys. Or I'm sorry, I can't hear you guys. Make sure you can hear me. Just let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Pretty sure you can, but just making sure. So let me say hi to everyone. Terrafin won first. Yes, you were indeed first. David Morales, Mr. Don Montoya. Always good to see you, man. Can't wait to meet you in person in a couple weeks, right? November 23rd, man. It's coming soon. I got those couple days off from work. So it's going to be a good time, man. I can't wait. Hope to see you. Hope you bring some people with you. It's going to be an awesome, awesome time. Hey, anybody that's going to be able to make it, November 23rd, Albany, Wolf Road, Marriott is the HEX seminar that Freedom TV guys put on. Also, we're putting together a little meetup. Me and a couple others, me and a couple friends in the area. So it's gonna be a good time. I've been talking about it a lot. I'm hoping some more of you guys can make it out there, guys and gals, and that we meet you all, and it's gonna be sweet. Might learn something there, right? Might learn something. Might meet some people. It's gonna be some hex being thrown around, hex being given away, and staker wallets given away. It's gonna be awesome, man. So hope to see as many of you there as can make it. Sarah G, good to see you. Hoku Kyo, Thomas Turner, Swearworks, sixth. Yes. Listen, man, if you're not first, you're last. No, I'm just kidding. Sixth is good in my book. Mexican 5555, Russ. What else we got? Anybody else here? T-shares, what's happening? Melv Tony, Marcus 99, Festival Stills, Versology, good to see you, man. D Money, Melv Tony with the updates, sitting solid at 20 cents, right, Melv? Dota 2 Master, Uncle Larry, Rick Schmitz, Crypto Freedom. Let's see, Zizzo, Huddle Dog, what's up, brother man? All right, great to see you, Huddle Dog. Legendary Huddle Dog, powerful Huddle Dog. I love it. Patrick Robertson, Graphene. Yes, everybody, hit those like buttons, huh? Hit those like buttons. Subscribe to DS. We just passed over the 6,000 subscriber mark. Let's keep it going. Any of you guys that maybe forgot to subscribe, or if you're new to the channel, go hit that subscribe button and like it for us. Let's get that algorithm pumping, right? Alchemist Jess, good to see you. Hex Element. I think I got Rick Schmitz, got you already. Paul Concord. Hello from Toronto, sir. D Money from Baltimore. What's happening? Hopperman 99. All right, I think I got everybody. All right, guys. So, what do you think? How's everybody feeling? You guys still feeling confident? I'm still feeling confident. I don't know what it is about Hex, man. It just makes me feel confident. I was watching a stream earlier today about it was a stream long ago. Well, I think it was like 2020, early 2020, I'm guessing, with Dev Kyle and RG3 looking crazy, looking like a volleyball coach or something. And who else was in there? Oh, and Hexologist was the other one. I think I tweeted it out, but yeah, it was an old one. But Kyle was explaining what it was like to work with Richard and amongst other things. And but he was really driving home like how much work they put into Hex. And I mean, I wasn't around when it was first being launched, but I've heard enough from all the mega OGs about how, you know, if you ever seen the meme, the four more weeks or whatever it is, it just kept getting delayed because they wanted to get it right. And Kyle was one of the ones who found a few errors in the system, in the contract, was not behaving like it was supposed to, and they just kept tweaking it until they got it right. And it's not the kind of thing you see in every single coin that comes out. Probably 99% of the coins that come out don't get the kind of scrutiny that the Hex contract got. And that's why it works so damn well, right? Just because the price has been going down a little bit, and doesn't mean the contract's not working well. It's still doing exactly what it's supposed to do, right? If you're staked out, which I hope you are, I hope you're at least 90% staked, right? Because if you're not, then I don't even know why you're holding Hex. If you're just looking for a quick pump and dump, man, this isn't the one, right? So, but if you're staked out, every single one of your T-shares, you're getting paid out every night, right? Every day, well, every day, every night, wherever you are when UTC clicks over, you're getting that payout. And follow Whalebot on Twitter, and you'll see exactly how much Hex you're getting per T-share you own. And it's a beautiful system. And it seems so simple, is what these guys were talking about, but it's not. It's not simple at all. It's very complicated and very complex. The amount of work and time and effort and care and concern that went into making this product work exactly the way that it does, and that it always will work. That's the thing. It's not going to ever change. It's always going to do exactly what it's doing right now. And that's why I have confidence in it. Even if the price goes down, as we've seen, that's happened 11, 12 times in the course of Hex's existence, right? Not anything to worry about. We know that this is what it does. It's a consolidation phase. We're shaking out a lot of weak hands. Sure, there might be some whale manipulation, but you get that in every coin, right? So, but all of that points to the next all-time high being made as soon as this phase is over. It happens every time, like clockwork. So something you can count on. And if you bought at the top, right? You bought around that 45, 40 cent zone. I feel for you, man, but just hold on. Just hold on. Don't go nowhere, man. Don't sell. Don't realize those losses. That's a terrible move. The only way you lose is if you actually sell when you're down, right? If you're just down, you haven't lost yet. You're just looking at numbers on a screen, man. All right? Don't go and sell it and make those losses a reality, okay? There's no point in doing that. Because I, not financial advice, but I can damn near guarantee you that this price will rise eventually. All right. We got a lot of things coming up on the horizon. So just stick and stay, man. Be patient. Hex is all about the patience, and we get rewarded handsomely for it. So, all right. Yes, Don, incredible support around the 20 cent. And that's a good thing. And if you notice, whenever we go up, right, we had a massive, super fast run up, not, month or so ago. And we went from, I think it was like 10 cents to like almost 50. And it was really fast, right? It was reckless, damn near reckless, right? Anytime that happens, you're gonna get a correction. It's gonna come back down, and it's gonna level off, right? That's what we're seeing now. It's finding its new bottom, right? And the good thing about it, what's healthy about it that you can see, is that every time it does this, it comes up and then it dips back down. It gets a higher low than previously, right? So the last time we had this consolidation zone, we were probably in like the 5 cent zone or so. I don't remember off the top of my head, but you see what I'm saying. Now we went up and we dipped back down, and we're sitting at 20 cents higher than the last low, and that's a great sign, and a great healthy chart is what you see when you look at the Hex chart. All right. So that's all I got to say about that, guys. Risology, true that, man. I do. I get a little scared when it races up like that because you know it's going to stop. And what did I say? I said the same thing about SHIB, right? A couple streams ago, I was saying, man, SHIB's going up violently at the time. And what did it do? You look at the SHIB chart, it went up, right? Let's see, go this way. No. It went up like this, like super sharp, right? And then it went and it just it corrected pretty hard back down again. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about that, but for real, man, it's anytime a coin, you see it, it's almost every time a coin goes up that hard, that quickly, and that vertical, it always comes back down and finds another low and finds another level to consolidate at. You know, you get a lot of people buying in as they see it going up, they see it rising. There's a lot of hype. People are throwing money at it left and right, and then it tops off, starts to go down. People start panicking and selling right away, and that just keeps going on and on until you shake them all out, right? And then you get everybody that's holding on, that's left, and that's where we're at right now. I think we've pretty much shaken out most of all the weak hands that came up looking for a quick buck or whatever it is, and now we're transferring all that money over to the people who are going to hold on to it and stake it and keep the coin going the way that it's supposed to. So, all right, let's get into the numbers, guys. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's see. Nomics.com, our favorite crypto data site, and we're still sitting at number 3. Well, let me make it a little bigger. We're still sitting at number 3. And we've gone up a little bit today. We were down, I think we were at like 19 cents when I first woke up today, and we got ourselves back up to about the 21-cent range for most of the day. A couple of big buys in there. I've been seeing there's a little bit of whale action, a little bit of shark action coming back in, starting to test the waters and throw some more big money at it. So it's coming soon. Right now we are sitting at 0.208 with a market cap of $119.55 billion. Take a look at our market dominance. So it's 49 days since our all-time high. It's getting right around that time where HEX likes to move, right? If you follow the numbers and you follow the way that HEX likes to follow those patterns, we're right in that area where it's it usually likes to start taking off a little bit. So, and what I mean by that is the doubles. We typically double. I think it's like every 48 days or something like that historically. So, no, not science, but it is math, and you can use it. You can use it to your advantage. So we're at 42.86% of our all-time high, and market dominance 4.09%. Take a look at T-shares. T-shares sitting right at about 4,000 US dollars. $4,009 for a T-share right now. With the share rate is, hold on a second. There's a discrepancy here in these two. Hold on. Okay. Well, a little discrepancy between daily stats and Apex, but we'll go with Apex. So anyway, T-share rate right now is 19,245 HEX. And if you've noticed, that's been moving a lot. It's been moving just in little increments, but it just goes to show you that a lot of stakes have been ending, you know, because I see that share rate being updated more than usual lately. So that's your base rate for a T-share, 19,245 hex. Payout per T-share currently at 5.736 hex. So if you're new to hex, or if you don't really know about what these T-shares are, right? Basically, when you stake your hex, you effectively burn the hex and you trade it for T-shares. And it happens at this rate right here. It's every 19,245 hex that you stake, you will be issued a T-share as basically as your placeholder, and it tells you how much hex you put in and how much of the inflation you're going to get. Now, hex inflates at a rate of 3.69% annually. So when you stake and you get the T-shares, you get a piece of that inflation. And we see the payout is calculated daily. The contract calculates it daily. So that's where the payout per T-share comes from. So every T-share you have, say you have 10 T-shares, then you got 5.7 hex for every single one of those. You got 57 hex at 00 UTC when it clicked over. The contract kept track of this number and said, okay, so you just earned 57 hex because you have 10 T-shares. At the end of your stake, when you go and end it, you're going to hit, MetaMask, stake, or whatever you're in, you're going to hit end stake, right? And what the contract does, it goes back and it calculates all the days. It uses the share rate for every single day, and it calculates how much interest, or inflation is technically what it is, but how much hex you've accrued over the course of your stake, and it deposits that amount plus your principal back into your wallet. And then if you're smart, you do it all over again, right? Maybe sell a little bit of that interest you made and restake the principal, or if you're really feeling confident, stake the whole amount, send it out a little longer. And if you do that, you can still get, even if you made a stake a year ago and you got a really good amount of T-shares, if you stake it out for, if you stake what you got in interest plus your principal, right? And you stake it out for a little bit longer than you made that original stake, you're going to end up with the same, if not a little bit more T-shares. So the system works exactly the way it's supposed to. And it does that because it makes the shares more valuable, and it encourages you to stake longer. And that's exactly what the contract wants. And that's what we want as users as well. Because the longer that people hold and don't sell, the better it is for the price. What's up, this guy? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Don, T-share rate is crazy, but it's nothing compared to what it's going to be in a year. Just think about what it was a year ago, right? It was so much lower. And more stakes are going to be ending. We're seeing a lot more stakes ending now than we did previously. So that share rate is just going to keep climbing a lot much faster rate. So keep an eye on it. It's an important metric in the hex system, and it's something you want to pay attention to, because you're always going to want to acquire as many T-shares as possible to maximize the value that you can get out of the contract and out of your investment. It does, Don. It does. Staking does save you from panic selling. Very, very effective. And that's exactly what it's supposed to do. And it does it perfectly. Because when you think about, okay, I want to sell, oh man, price is going down, I'm terrified, right? What if I lose it all? Which is not going to happen, first of all. But that's what your mind does sometimes, right? Your mind does that to you. You start panicking, or, and it's like, oh man, I want to sell, but in order to sell, first I have to emergency end my stake, right? Sorry, guys. You think, okay, well, I gotta end or emergency end my stake first. I'm gonna lose, depending on where you are in your stake, you could lose the whole thing, first of all. So obviously that's not a good choice. But you might, if you're past the 50% point, you will get all your principal back, but you're gonna probably, depending on where you're at, lose a big chunk of the inflation that you earned, right? Who the hell wants to do that? So you think you're gonna lose massively? I mean, sure, you might be still up from where you started, but you got to think about the future value that you're robbing yourself of, right? Like there's so much more hex left to mint from the from your stakes, and you don't want to end it early. You're robbing yourself. But yeah, thinking prevents you from panic selling. Yeah, just use your brain, right? And then it's you don't want to sell, you don't want to buy high and sell low, right? I mean, that's a pretty simple concept. However, a lot of people still do it, just afraid of losing more, is what it comes down to. It's just the psychology of investing, you know what I mean? Wow, rat trap, impressive. 146 stakes spread out till 5555. Amazing. Nice work, man. Nice work. Don, shut up. Yeah. Yes. There's a lot of freaking chatter in the background today. It's starting to annoy me. Respect my stream, damn it. What are you gonna do, right? All right. So yeah, that's your I was gonna make it a quick little review of T-shares, and I went off on a T-share tangent. So you're welcome. Let's take a look at gas. Gas mostly been horrendous lately. You know what I mean? Horrendous. Oh, Ethereum's almost unusable these days. Am I right? I mean, have you guys been enjoying using Ethereum? I know I haven't. God damn, it's just terrible. There's been a couple of points today where it was manageable. It's insane when we think 100 Gwei is decent now. Like, what the hell is that crap? 100 Gwei. Now I find that reasonable. That's like a $70 swap, or more. It's like an $80 swap. I mean, you guess maybe 60 or something. I don't know. Like, come on, man. PulseChain, where are you at? Ethereum is broken, Brasology, for sure, man. It really is. And guys, I can't mention this enough, right? Do not, right now is not the time to be making small stakes for short amount of time. Okay? You're going to screw yourself. You're going to virtually nuke your stakes just by virtue of gas fees. Okay? It's like you're going to screw yourself. Best tip I can give right now, do not make small stakes for short amounts of time. You can throw some small stakes in there, right? Just spread them out. I mean, I wouldn't do a smaller stake, but what I mean by a smaller stake is probably anything under $1,000. Maybe you could go everything under 500, but if you're doing a $500 stake or so, put it out for a year if you can. Otherwise, you're really not going to make any money. You're probably going to lose money, honestly. You're going to have a tough time figuring out when to end it, so you don't. And there's not a chance that the inflation that you made on that short stake for a small amount of time, or I'm sorry, short stake for a small amount of hex, there's not a chance that the inflation is going to outpace the gas. There's just not a chance. You'd end up paying more in gas to start and end that stake than you probably way more than you would have made from interest or inflation, right? So just best tip I can give you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Send them out longer, or just try to wait a little bit and pile up more hex to stake. Hopefully PulseChain will come and save us sooner than later, right? And this won't be an issue anymore. But until then, you just got to be careful. And hey, guys, by the way, so Uniswap V3 has a nice feature that I didn't know about this until today. Lately when I've been transacting on Ethereum, I've been like in a panic about, oh my God, what if my transaction fails, I'm going to lose like $180, right? But my buddy Adam told me today. Now I didn't know this, so I'm sure there's a few others that didn't know it as well. There's a way you can basically set a limit order for your gas fee in Uniswap now. Okay, in MetaMask, I should say. So I don't know if it's actually, I think it's I guess it's MetaMask that's doing it. Maybe not Uniswap. I don't know. It's one of them. Either way, right now, what you do when you go to do your stake, right? Or when you go to do your swap, sorry, your transaction, whatever it is, you go down and you hit advanced, right? You click on the number, it'll be highlighted, and then it'll bring you to a port where you can click advanced. And this is in the gas fee section of your transaction. It's right in MetaMask, right before you actually confirm it, and it gives you the gas quote and the price quote. This is where you're going to get to that advanced feature, right? Go into that advanced feature. It'll give you 3 metrics. It'll give you I think it's the limit, which I don't ever touch that. Then there's the priority fee, which I usually just put at 1.5, right? Then the bottom one is the real important one, okay? The bottom one is where you can set the actual price, the highest price that you want to pay, okay? So if you see gas is fluctuating a lot, which it basically always is, right? So like right now, we've been looking at it. It's gone to, I think, as low as 80 something, and it's gone all the way up to like 150, right? As we've been looking at it. So if it's in that area, and there's a good chance it'll dip down to 100, right? We'll give it a lower but kind of average price. Put 100 or put like 105 in that bottom number, right? So you just click on it and you just type in 100 or 105 or whatever the lower kind of limit is that you've seen it kind of fluctuating around. Put that in there, click save, right? And then you can go and submit your transaction. And your transaction will keep going until it can complete at that price. So it won't complete if you leave it. If you see, most of the time MetaMask will average it at like, it'll calculate it at like, like super high, like 200 or 250 or something stupid, right? And that gives you the possibility of getting robbed. Don't get robbed, man. Go down there and put the number that you're seeing on the gas tracker in that metric right there, and pay the right amount. Okay, so put that lower limit in there. So you put like 100, and it won't spend more than that gas. And as soon as it can complete at that amount of gas, it will do so. And I think it goes on for like 6 hours. And if it doesn't complete, I know when fails used to occur, it would take the whole gas fee from you. It's not doing that anymore. Okay, it'll just take a small fee. Say it goes the whole 6 hours and it never dipped down. You never were able to complete the transaction. I think it takes like $10-15, right? So it's essentially exactly just like setting a limit order, but you do it for your gas fee, and you can do it right in MetaMask. It's extremely useful in not being overcharged for your gas, because if you leave it high, it's just going to go for the quickest it can do it, right? So if you don't mind waiting a little bit for your transaction, you do it that way, and you can save yourself a lot of money on gas fees that way. So I just learned that today. I figured I'd share it with you guys. Hope I didn't put anyone to sleep out there. So still too much. Yes, Sarah G, I agree. I 100% agree. All right, let's take a look at the old Elastic Cubana. All right, so we got 9.881% of total hex locked currently. And our addresses, let's see, yesterday we had 382,843. And today we have 383,096. So that's an increase of what, about 160, about 250, 260? A little low, but still increasing. Can't complain, right? Still increasing. Hex.vision has a nice gas dashboard as well, right here. Yeah, so right here they got a nice little breakdown of the gas speed descriptions, you know, a timeline for the last like month or so, a nice little heat map, and some gauges. So it's a nice little dashboard. I like to use it occasionally. I typically go to the Etherscan one though. So, but and let's take a look at our Etherscan holders of Hex. So we are sitting at 265,341 holders of Hex. Yeah, I'm gonna Jay Phillips, I'm gonna go over that. There's a good screenshot with all the breakdowns of the updates for PulseChain. I'm gonna go over that in a little bit. Let's take a look at the holders. PulseChain sacrifice still coming in first place, 19.7%. Let's see what's happening in that sacrifice wallet, huh? Ooh, 21 cents must have gone up a little bit. Wait a minute. Do we have the Hex News pump? Is there a Hex News pump going on? Let's take a look. Okay. What time did we start? 9 o'clock. What is that? UTC. That's 1 UTC. Okay, no, I don't think that's a pump. 0.20. Okay, we're exactly at where we were anyway. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. So let's take a look and see what kind of transactions we got going on in the sacrifice wallet. So we got, very little. 2, 3. 11. That's the lowest yet. 11. 11 ingoing transactions into the PulseChain sacrifice wallet in the last 24 hours. Slowing down, man. Slowing down. That's a good thing, right? I think so. Oh man. All right. Sorry guys, getting distracted over here. So take a look at how we can get a T-share for a little bit less than 19,000 something hex. Do 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 do. All right. So say, hey, I want to get a T-share, right? And you want to get a T-share. I'll answer the question for you. You do want a T-share, okay? But you don't have 19,245 hex, right? But say you do have a couple grand to throw in to get a T-share, right? Well, this is how you do it, right? Get yourself 6,416 hex, stake it for 3641. Now, this is minimums. This is the minimum amount of money and the minimum amount of time that you can do to get one T-share exactly right now with the current rate. Okay. So now, obviously, I would just say go 3650 if you're going to do it, just making it even 10 years, right? but this is just the way the contract is set up. So these are the numbers I use for now. I'm so sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Anyway, so yeah, 6416, 6,416 hex. Stake it for 3641. You get yourself exactly one T share. The reason is because of the longer pays better bonus. So that's how you can get yourself one T share. Do the right thing. Don, I use we'll call it a moderate dose of melatonin for my children. Okay, know all about it. I know all the tricks. Trust me. Um, so yes, that's how you get yourself one T share. If you're feeling extra confident, like you should be, throw it out for 5555, and you hold on to that one T share for another 5 years at the current rate, right? Because you got that T share today. So if you were to try to get that T share in 10 years, you're going to pay a lot more for it, is my guess. So that's how you do it. Let's take a look at a little staker data. So we got the FN Hangout tonight, guys. Friday night. So FN Hangout, Discourse Syndicate, starting in about 18 minutes, right? 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time. So let's see what Stakers Global Data is talking about. So we just clicked over the 70,000 staker mark, right? Woohoo! Awesome. Super awesome. I was super stoked when I see anytime we click up another 10K, I'm always happy to see it, right? Always good to see the amount of stakers growing. It's an awesome thing. Awesome metric, one of my favorites. So we got 70,000 stakers globally. We have $13.2 billion staked, and the average duration is 5.78 years. Ooh, we clicked up another 0.01 year. Nice. That's awesome. So that average duration is growing. It's getting longer. That's that's really important to recognize. That right there shows you the confidence, right? That shows you the confidence. That shows you also shorter stakes are ending and that longer stakes remain, right? If the average is going up. So a couple things. People are staking for longer, shorter stakes are ending, and the longer stakes that already exist are all driving that average up. Those are all awesome things. All good for Hex and super bullish for Hex long term. For sure, Jay Phillips. Yes, they are gaining faith in the system as they should. Yeah, D Money, me too, man. I love that. So let's take a look at our leagues for Staker app. By the way, if you don't have a Staker app, right, you want one, I've been trying to give away Staker smart wallets, right? Because it costs money to make them, right? You have to pay for them. You have to pay the Ethereum to create it, plus the transact, the fee to send the Ethereum to their wallet. So, I mean, this is not a small amount of money we're talking about that I'm trying to give away for free, just for using my referral code. So, hey, it's on my Twitter. Go on my page. You scroll down long enough, you'll find it. I'll retweet it out or something today. Send me a DM, man. Send me a DM on Twitter. I'm at Hex. What is it? At Hex underscore Machina underscore DS on Twitter. Just here, I'll put it in. I'll put it right in the comments. Actually, yeah. Send me a DM, and I will be happy to get you set up with a staker wallet. It's the best tool that we have in the business right now for staking, swapping. You can just hold in there if you want. You can hold liquid, whatever you want to do. Great, great supercharged front end for the Hex system. Love it. You want one, this guy? Hey, there, I just put my Twitter handle in the chat. Go, well, D Money, I'll do it for you, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'll give it to you. All right. Just hit me up on Twitter, man. Hit me up on Twitter. Send me a DM. We'll start talking about it. We'll get it all figured out. I will get you set up. I will pay for your staker wallet. All you gotta do is use my referral code. And that's not like some crazy pyramid scheme. It's just a reward for the time and effort that you have to put in to onboard someone, right? So obviously those things exist everywhere. Yeah, hit me up, this guy. D Money, if you want to get set up, let me know. All right. Who else? Who else? Yeah, D Money. Yeah. All right. Cool. So good. I'm glad I mentioned that. I've been trying to give it away for weeks. I haven't had one bite. I've had a couple of nibbles that never materialized. I'm like, do people not like free money and amazing products or something? Like, you know what I mean? So what are you gonna do? Jay Phillips, me too, bro. Well, the thing is, when I onboarded myself into Hex, I never had anyone show me anything. I just found it all myself, right? And like, I wish though I had been referred by someone so I could be, I'd be hooking someone up with a lot of, with a lot of rewards, because you get a tiny percentage of like all the fees that you pay on the Staker app. That's what happens with the referral code. So it doesn't amount to a lot, but I mean, if you have a few of them, it's worthwhile, and it's just like I said, it makes it a little more palatable for all the time that you spend onboarding people, because currently it's not a very simple process. So hopefully that'll be simplified in the months and weeks, years to come. Because if you see Dan Emmons out there on Twitter, man, he's sweating bullets trying to onboard people, because it's a hard work, man. And if you're in like in New York, like I am, it's even harder. You got even less options for buying, for fiat on ramps, and like it's ridiculous. So yeah, I totally absolutely would love to be on an exchange, but part of me doesn't want to be on an exchange too, All right. So let's see. This is the 24-hour change in all the staker leagues on that beautiful staker app I've been talking about. We got 23 new silent shells, 28 new shy shrimps, 4 new cool crabs, lost 15 turtles. Guys, turtles, what are you doing? Turtles have been dropping like flies, man. Every stream I do now, I'm talking about dozens of turtles dropping off the system. I don't get it, man. And we lost 3 swifty squids. Whoa. And we lost 3 dabbing dolphins. You don't see the dolphins and the sharks numbers change a lot. But damn, lost some big players. Those are big players, man. Dolphins are big fish in this Hex sea, man. They got a lot of Hex. They got a lot of T-shares, I should say. Turtle soup, Mango Junkie. For real, man. For real. You got to stake and chill, guys. So I do have a little bit of news, right? A little bit of news. Fiat is a pyramid scheme, cryptonomicon. Yeah, Russ. True, man. Definitely. Yeah, it definitely. I see that. This guy. Thank you. I'll get back to you right after the stream. We'll talk. There's a lot of T-shares getting burned, D Biggie. That's correct, man. For real. It's sad to see, but it means we're moving up. Anytime big fish are dropping, we're moving up in the ecosystem. That's what's happening there. So I got a little bit of news we can talk about for about 10 minutes. Hold on now, guys. All right. So you probably already know about this, guys, but just in case you don't, if you don't follow the Highest of Stakes documentary at THOS documentary, they're the ones making the documentary. And by the way, I got great news. I am having two of the documentary filmmakers on the stream next week, on two separate streams. I think it's Monday and Wednesday. I have to double check. But Patrick and Grant, two of the main guys that are doing the documentary, are coming on Hex News and we're going to get a chance to chat with them. So keep that in mind next week. I'll definitely tweet it out so we all know what time and whatnot. But look out next week for the show. We're going to have the Hex documentary filmmakers on the show, and it's going to be awesome. Super excited about that. They're going to be making the rounds. They're going to be doing the circuit of a lot of the DS shows and any other Hex streamers that they can get into. So pretty cool, right? So in the same category, you've likely already heard the news. They got the Hex second birthday party going on December 2nd in London. So yeah, December 2nd, London, England. You can find out about it at hex731gathering.com. It's a very intimate event, low low numbers for what's it called, for occupants or whatever. So it's not a lot of tickets. So go check it out. I don't know if there's any left, but maybe. So that's cool. Richard's going to be there. Documentary guys are going to be there filming. It's going to be a big part of the film. That's pretty cool. All right. Richard Hart, PulseChain.com update. He put this out a couple days ago. Planning to launch testnet release 2 this week or next with the following updates: improved validator rotation, branded block scout, a branded PulseChain block explorer, just like Etherscan. So it'd be like PulseScan probably or whatever. Initial distributions. I'm very interested in what that means. He says, whatever you see here is totally not real, just testing. But you know how Richard is sometimes with his cryptic speak. So I'm wondering if those numbers might mean something. If you know what I mean, when we sacrificed, we're all kind of waiting on a number from after we sacrificed. So very cool. Very cool. Twitter won't let you send. Well, D Money, follow me. Just send me a regular tweet at me from your account, and then I'll follow you, and then probably you'll be able to send me a DM. If not, I'll send you one, and then I'm sure you'll be able to reply. So yeah, PulseChain updates there. I got more PulseChain updates here somewhere. Very cool right here, guys. RG3 tweeted it out 3 days ago, I think it was. CoinDesk is doing a 2021's most influential cryptocurrency influencers. Go on there and you can write in Richard's name at the very bottom. There's a whole giant long list of a bunch of stiffs and schmucks like Tom Brady. Tom Brady is on a list for crypto's most influential people of 2020. Tom Brady. Pretty sure Tom Brady's a fucking quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he's on the list. But Richard Hart isn't. The guy that's raised $27 million for Sens, created the highest appreciating asset of 2020, is in the process of developing a game-changing blockchain. He's not on the list, but Tom Brady is. Tom Brady. Probably from some NFT bullshit. Come on, man. So anyway, get on there, vote for Richard, write him in. He needs to be there on that list. So let's get him some votes. Here it is, guys. So this is from the Bullish Angel. Very, very cool, very technical. All right. So these are all the updates right here. We'll go over them real quick. I got about 5 minutes. Reconfirmed testnet v2 should be live in next week or two. TPLS amounts on V2 should reflect real pulse amounts. Oh, that's TPLS is test pulse on V2 should reflect real pulse amounts. I don't know what that means, but I'm wondering if it's going to reflect what our actual amounts are that we're getting for our airdrop or for our sacrifice. I don't know. Launch update. They want it out as fast as everyone else does. That's good to know, right? They're confident enough to release testnet v2 and don't want to have to release a v3. That means v2 is going to be the last testnet before the actual mainnet, guys. That's friggin' huge news right there. November or December is possible, totally possible, according to the dev. That's huge. Okay. The main dev is so excited he's having trouble sleeping because he's so excited about PulseChain releasing. Using others' Uniswap front end to test the testnet. More decentralized and better it is for the ecosystem. 395 confirmed synced nodes. It took years to get over 200 nodes on ETH. That just gives you an idea of how amazing PulseChain really is and will be, right? So over 400 nodes in total, but some are still syncing. Well over 300 or 400 devs outside of the main team are working on PulseChain. That's pretty staggering when you think of there's only like 4 devs in the whole all of Ethereum or some stupid shit like that. So the main team is seeing transactions all the time. Oracles likely already exist. People outside of the main team are finding errors such as misspellings on the PulseChain code. So yeah, they don't see any major hurdles for MVP. I don't know what that means, but really awesome. Really awesome. Super bullish. All that stuff is super bullish, guys. And then Hex Toys. Oh, in case you didn't notice, PulseChain is listed on nomics.com. The other day they made an error and had an actual price prediction on there. They had it at like first it was like 16 cents, and then later on I think it was at like $243. I got a screenshot of it. I tweeted it out. People thought I made it up or what's it called? They thought I was it? Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. They thought it was fake, right? So PLS on Nomics. MVP equals launch. Okay, thank you, Jay. So, and then Hex Toys, whatever this is, they're relaunching their new Unipro Exchange app in a few days. This was yesterday. Their PulseChain marketplace is coming along nicely as well. And first of its kind, and an NFT airdrop for all Hex holders. I heard that. So follow Hex Toys, man. They're awesome. Awesome guys. Sai from Hex Toys is onboarded like I think like a third of the users of Staker. It's like ridiculous. That dude like single-handedly made Staker app. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for tonight. So yeah, go check out the Friday night hangout, FN Hangout, happening in 1 minute. So I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Thanks for being here. You guys are the best. And I will see you probably tomorrow night, if not Monday. All right. All right. Peace out, folks. Go buy some Hex and stake it, would you?